All right, so this is recording 689. So this is a continuation of the last recording, okay, going over Charles Manson's songs. Okay, so again, you can find me at ChristinaStacia918.com. Okay, so fast forward from the late 60s and when Charles Manson and Gene ice raped Charles Manson. But you guys know that from already listening to my recordings that he coded it all out. Okay. Gene is the true leader and always has been of Charles Manson. Gene Jernigan Roberts. Her and her little witches. Charles Manson witches. She's screwing up my speech. Okay. So... and then past the 70s, okay, and then go to the early 80s, so AIW 80s. So, okay, so the first concert I ever went to was a Frank Sinatra concert. And I already told you that in a previous recording. It was like, it's a precious memory to me. But like at the time, it was like the bane of my existence. I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to go see Frank Sinatra. Are you crazy? Oh my God. Okay, so see all that recording. So anyway, my mom, she got me, and you can tell she ice raped my mother. My mom got me a blue ruffled dress to wear, which was horrific. See all previous recordings. And like I got into an argument with my mom over the dress. My mom's like, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. And I was like, no, this dress sucks. It's ugly. I like wanted to rip the ruffles off the sleeves and everything. I hated it. So anyway, the blue ruffles, okay, so that goes to the blue all the way back to the 1976, the blue swing, and then it goes all the way back to Charles Manson's song, okay? So then Ruffles, that also goes to Ruffles potato chips, which I think was my stepdad Jeff's favorite potato chips. He loved Ruffles potato chips. They were really popular in the 80s. So Ruffles potato chips, and again, that goes to Planet of the Apes. See all code Planet of the Apes. So it tells you that she ice raped my mom, she ice raped my dad, she ice raped me, she stalked us our entire life. Charles Manson, Gene Jernigan Roberts. So another thing that goes to all of this, okay, so you know how she killed her and her Manson occult house. She killed Stephen Parent, all right? He's one of the Manson victims. Okay, so again, note CL SP code. Okay, so that also SP is SIP. And that they probably said that could go to Mississippi, because I'm going to continue. Don't talk through me. So anyway, so sipping water. So when I was in the basement and I had those drinks, okay? They weren't drinks. I had water in glasses. They're still trying to control my speech because they've got their own little ass agenda. They want to do what they want. They don't know that 8 billion people know they're a bunch of liars and terrorists and traffickers. They think everybody's worshiping Gene Roberts, who's Navy Gal 27 at yahoo.com. I think she's just Mrs. All America and blah, 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 blah. And she's free to just steal anybody's anything anywhere. That's what she's under the impression of, her and her ring of psychopaths. So anyway, so I wasn't drinking the water. I was making music with the glasses. But that still, if you're sipping water, that is SP. So again, Stephen Parent. So also the water, reflection, and then looking glass. Okay. So looking at the glasses, making music with the glasses. So the looking glass, Alice through the looking glass. And then, okay, so then the sipping water, or the, whatever I wanted to say before she tried to steal my speech, there was something else there too about Mississippi. Okay, so remember in previous recordings I told you she has a hideout. One of her aliases is Bogalusa, and I told you one of her hideouts is in Bogalusa, and I don't know if it's in Louisiana or Mississippi. All I know is I decoded it. So it's probably making a reference there. So then, okay, then also something else, mirror, and then Murrah. Okay, and then also IUOAH, and then HAOUI. So I was doing cross reduction here, and those are the letters that I came up with. I mirrored the letters to see what it would spell out to. So all I can see is it's Hawaii Aloha and then Elvis Presley. I don't know where I got the IUOAH at. It's somewhere in here. And then, so Aloha, and then Elvis Presley, and then he's saying what? Blue suede shoes, and then again to my mom's velvet cabinet door. And then notice all the vowels in that A-O-U-I. So, and then Howie Mandel, and then Mandolin, and then Mandrell Sisters, and then my Mandy doll, and then again that's MD Mad, and then MS, and then also her flooding the basement. Okay, so when she flooded the basement in 1986, again, that was her trying to frame the Marines. And then also, it was around that time, I think the water had drained in the basement. And it was bad. It was a mess. And I got in trouble with my dad. And he told me to clean the basement, right? He told me to clean the floor in the basement. He was really pissed. And I don't even remember what he was pissed at. But anyway, so I was in serious freaking trouble. So anyway, I had to scrub the basement floor. But I don't remember the constructs or anything around it. I just remember feeling like I was a prisoner or something on my knees, like scrubbing the floor with the toothbrush. Okay, so that being put in my head, Jean was putting that in my head because that connects all the way back to AIW 1976, the Blues Swing, in Scissors, My Teeth, and then later again Haircut, and then Shears School. So, and then again, the scrubbing, again, she's correlating the 1976 Blues Swing to the scrubbing of the wall, 409. And then also, we went to, I don't know what you're trying to pull, Jean, but I know this is connected, and I will figure out what you fucking did. And she's messing with my speech. Like, she's making my speech go blah, 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 or whatever. But she's even doing that so she can clip stitch it. So when I lived in Chicago, my dad took me to a dinner. We went out to this dinner, and there was a traveling Vietnam wall. Remember how, well, they probably still do that today. They have like a miniature Vietnam vets wall from Washington, D.C., and they tour it around the country. It was on tour in North Chicago. I don't remember where we were. If we were in Chicago, I don't even know if we were in Chicago or North Chicago. I don't remember where we were. But anyway, we went on tour. We went to dinner. And it was a real fancy thing. Like, it was a real big deal. Like, he wanted me to, like, this fork is this and this is that. Like, you know, the way that I'm supposed to be. The way that I'm supposed to be is like, you know, how you're supposed to teach your child. This is this, you know. Okay, so anyway, so that was a memorial wall. Okay, so she's saying, okay, so Jean is linking that, the dinner, then symphony. She's linking that to the Alfred P. Murrah, to Christina scrubbing the wall in 1976. Jean is not the linker. Jean wrote these damn demonic ciphers and committed these crimes. I am decoding them. Stop the goddamn lying through my mouth, Jean. I don't know why you continue to try to control my speech. I don't know why you continue to lie. So anyway, So the 409 then again is connected back to that. So that's all the end for this recording.